Unlock your potential today at skillbakery.com.
Hello and welcome to another exciting video. In this one, we'll be learning how we can insert records in our Supabase table from our Remix application. So here you can see that I've created two elements. One is the input element and the other one is the button called send. Over here in our code, if I take you to the index.tsx file which resides inside the app routes directory, down below we have our form created and this one has an input and a button. Now the name is set to message. So whenever user clicks on the submit button, we're calling this action, and here you can see that we are creating our server Supabase request, and then using object.form entries, we are getting the form data, and from form data we are deserializing the message that user has entered, and then we are passing that message as a string using our Supabase.from messages insert method, and if there is any error, we are simply logging it out. For this, you can see that we have our action arguments included from Remix Run Node package, and we have our form coming from Remix Run React. These are the two additional things that we have to import from respective libraries. Once we have done that, the next step is to ensure that every time you are inserting a record, you'll notice that we are not sending the user data. That is, who is actually posting this request. That means this is something that we have to take care on the other side. So what we'll do is we'll be heading over to our Supabase table editor, and here you have the user ID column. If I show you, click on the edit column, and here you'll notice that now we have a default value set to auth.uid, which is a method which is going to give you the authenticated user's ID. That's the UUID, which gets stored by default when a new record gets inserted. So this user ID column will be automatically populated. When you add the auth.uid method, you also need to ensure that you are updating your DB types. So for that, you need to run this command npx supabase gen types script db_types.ts, and don't forget to remove the extra garbage content that gets added or appended when you generate this file. So once that's done, save it, and then you're good to go. Now, we also have to ensure that when we are inserting something, it allows us to do that operation. So for this, we have to create a new policy. So here you can see that earlier we had our select policy. Now we also have insert policy. For insert, we are saying that user can insert their own messages. If I click on this one, it will take us to the edit policy screen. And here you will notice that we have our policy name on the table messages, and then the policy command is for insert, and the target role again goes for authenticated, so only logged in users can do this operation. And with check, we are saying that the user ID column should ensure that the auth.uid matches it. So that way we are saying that the authenticated users will be only able to insert their records in the messages table. So you need to save this policy like I've done earlier, and you can cancel it for a moment now because I've already saved it. Now, if I go over here and say this is a form message, and I click on send over here, you'll notice that the last record that you see over here is the one that we just inserted. This is a form message. So following this simple approach, we can now submit form data to our Supabase messages table. If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.